Welcome to my channel. I am cumulative, and like most of the world these days, I like video games. It feels kinda strange to say that today, in a time when liking video games is a relatively normal thing, and with the video game industry now being bigger than movies. I like to pay special attention to Nintendo games, and especially third-party developers and indies who develop core and mature games for it. With Nintendo being the last surviving game spec company to have their own console, they've got everything to lose if their games aren't the best, and a third-party developer that understands this is generally going to make the best games you can play, exclusively for Nintendo hardware and targeting the audience that's mature enough to understand and enjoy these games. As you can see, I'm playing Bayonetta 3 here, a game in the high-action genre. High-action games include Astral Chain and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and tend to involve having a lot of options at any point in the battle, so that they emphasize the player developing their own unique playstyle, fighting stylishly and replaying the game in different ways. I can't get enough of this kind of action, but I like to mix it up with other genres like JRPGs, open-world games, FPS, TPS, real-time strategy, puzzles, maybe even some explicitly adult kinds of games every now and then. Just about the only genres I don't like are visual novels, walking simulators, and puzzle games that disguise themselves as non-puzzles. I also tend to stay away from horror in general. There are exceptions, of course. I've got a lot of things on my plate at any given time. I'd like to build an indie game studio myself, make lots of different kinds of videos, do regular live streaming, build my own unique website, start up a dating website where you can't pay for special treatment, but you do have the option to send a tip to the site after you get a date. Just too many things to list off the top of my head. But at any given time, doing video game and game dev related stuff is the easiest, so that's usually what I'll default to. I do have a hard time focusing on one project for any length of time, so I like to collaborate with other local and indie creators. The latest of which is Pet Princess 420, or at Pet Princess 4206. And speaking of adult stuff, I've always been a big proponent of sex positivity, and Pet Princess 420 is all about telling the world about some of the lesser-known lifestyles such as the Little Big dynamic and pet play. I'll link her details in the description box for this video here. Thanks for checking out my channel. I hope I get to read from you in my comments and live streams, and I hope you get to know all my friends and collaborators as they come up.